Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Star Flames, and now guys, in this video we're gonna talk about the powers that be being after Ye because Shanti Colmes is going down. No, they want to basically sink Ye. They know they can't, and the people who are trying to sink Ye, these people are not of God. These people are the evil elements, the very same evil elements that is taking down Shanti Colmes. Let's talk about it. We all know Shanti Colmes is going down. We know that Diddy has guilt. It's not if, it's not but, it's not maybe. He definitely has guilt. But what they're doing is they're making the guilt, and the wrongdoings. And when I say guilt, I mean, his actions, his crimes, they're making it seem more than what it is. So far, we have over 3,000. It is actually over 3,000 victims that are speaking to attorneys to come forward with their lawsuit. So far, over 20, I think it's 23, if not 25 lawsuits that has been successfully filed against Shanti Colmes. No. We're hearing a lot of noise about Shanti Colmes, but the fact of the matter is, there are real victims very close to home, victims of Shanti Colmes. And when I say very close to home, I'm talking about popular figures that we've seen in the industry that are not filing lawsuits. They're not speaking out so far. I've been getting bits and pieces of these people's story. They're going to come out, but they want to be sure that Shanti Colmes is going down. So they're taking a step back. They're observing to ensure that he's not going to come out on bail. He's going to go down. When these individuals can confirm that Diddy is going down, at that point, we're going to see them stepping forward, telling their stories and telling us where the bodies are buried. Yes, their bodies buried. Remember, if you're drugging people consistently over the years and you're giving them a mix of substance, someone is bound to pass away at some point in time from these substances. Also, there are people who have passed away from other illegal circumstances. We're going to see those coming out. No, as it relates to Ye, they want to get rid of Ye because Ye is posing a problem for the music industry. The main problem that Ye is posing for the music industry is the fact that this man is showing people, not listen, but rather, look, I've released so far 2 albums successfully. I'm about to release a 3rd album successfully, independently. He didn't need MGM. He didn't need Bad Boys record label or any other record label to release his songs. Also, if you look at the profit that he has been gaining from these albums and the listening parties, he has basically cut out that man that would get a huge chunk of that. So he gets to keep most of what he earns from his album and his listening party. So as such, Ye is already showing inspiring artists, struggling artists in the industry that you don't need a record label to release your music. You don't need to have fancy equipment to make music. Ye is actually showing people how they can make music, how they can release music without having a major record label behind them. So as such, Ye is going to change the music industry single-handedly. These people know that he's going to do it. They are observing how Ye is single-handedly changing the energy of the industry. People are looking at Ye. People are asking, which record label did he use? When they hear that he didn't use a record label, people want to know, what did he do? Well, he just hosted a few listening parties. The music is, after that, available on streaming platforms. It is also available on his website. So now people are realizing that they don't need to have a record label. Now we see people asking, why is it that they need a record label? Now we have artists saying that the next album they're going to release, they're not going to use a record label because they're watching what Ye did and they know that this can also work for them. So automatically, this makes Ye a threat to their livelihood, and not just their livelihood, their crime and corruption. Because remember, many of them hide behind the title of a music executive, etc., etc. These executives, they are involved in a lot of crimes, such as human trafficking, exploitation of minors, and the list goes on. They hide behind these artists. So they will basically get an artist to sign with them, like what they did with Shanti Colmes. If you look into Shanti Colmes and Clive Davis, right? Shanti Colmes, after that, he had his Ciroc brand, he had his Sean John brand. But the Sean John brand, while they were shipping, his clothes worldwide, there were other stuff into those containers as well. So, yes, there were other stuff in those containers. All of that information is coming out slowly. So in those containers, based on what Sloan had shared with us, there are other things. That's how they traffic people. That's how they traffic, illegal weapons. That's how they traffic, substances. So when Ye steps in, show these people that, listen, you don't need to have a record label. You don't need to have a music exec. You don't need to have a handler. You can really bypass the industry. You can team up with 5 or 4 or 3 or however you want to. Amazing artists like yourself. You can host a listening party, in some of your favorite cities. Once you just have a good Instagram following, then you can be successful by cutting out the music industry completely. This is a threat to them. They are reading this as a threat, and as such, they can't have Ye threatening their livelihood. They can't have this man, putting an end to how they carry out their illegal activities. Because if there's no black rapper or hip-hop artist to use, to give them an alcohol brand and a clothing brand, how are they going to know smuggle and traffic their things and substance? So they're going to have to do that with other people. So this is really, as Ye had told us, as I was saying, as Ye had told us when he did that Drink Champ interview, Ye told us that it's a spiritual warfare. The spiritual warfare is the war between good and evil, and consistently during the season of takedown, the period of takedown, there are some people that are consistently sheltered, while there is one black man that is consistently sacrificed. People tend to be of the opinion that, people just love to cancel black men. No, you need to change your outlook, because we've seen Diddy putting hands and feet on Cassie. So it's not as though people love to cancel black billionaires. It is black men and women who are always selling out to the powers that be. These people, they just see you as a tool that they can use. They're going to use everyone that they can use for a period of time. They're going to ensure that while they're using you, they encourage you into criminal activities so that they can have enough evidence against you whenever they're ready to turn on you. Sloan told us that Diddy's going to go down. She told us Jay-Z is going to go down. When he's going down, he's going to pull Beyonce with him. Chris Brown. So if you look into it from a factual standpoint, who is above these people in the music industry? The record executives. Why is it that it is a small man? Because while you may look at Shanti Colmes as a billionaire, there's someone above him that has a lot more money than him. There's a conglomerate of people above him. So we need to encourage our black brothers and black sisters to stop selling out. We need to hold them accountable. We need to let them know that when you do something wrong, you're not going to get away with it. There's another way for you to make your money, become wealthy without having been engaged in criminal activities. And Ye has shown us that we can do so with our raw natural talent. Now, I've seen people saying that Ye is as guilty as Diddy. That is nonsense. Because if he was, those people who called for his cancellation, they would have taken him down at the very same time. Because those people, they're still going after him. They're the ones that are still after him. So if it was the case that Ye was even doing a fraction of what Shanti Colmes has been doing, Ye would have been behind bars, even without a trial, and then would have heard that he has passed away maybe after a few months. Those people are still after him. They would have used that ammunition against him. So we need to really think from a logical perspective of what makes sense, what is adding up, and what isn't. We need to stop talking about us having to, we like to hate or team up against our own black brothers and black sisters. No, it is them who consistently selling out their black brothers and black sisters generation after generation, going all the way back to the slave trade. Okay. So that's my thought for this video. Let me know your thoughts while you're at it. Thumbs up, share, stay safe, and see you guys later. Bye guys.